Hello everyone and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I have now been in Spain for a little over 2 weeks, so I'm getting settled in, things are feeling more homely, so I kind of wanted to give you guys a little tour of the apartment, show you what it's like and show you the things that I've done to my room to make it a little more me and not feel so kind of empty. Okay, so here we have the kitchen. Sometimes it's a little small, a little tight for 4 people. But it does the job, so I guess I can't complain. The fridge and the door are a little stuck together, but that's all right. Then those are 2 bedrooms over there, and then we have a long hallway here. This is our bigger bathroom, the one that has the shower. So there's that. And then here we have a little half bath. With, you know, we keep our cleaning supplies in here, and we've got our washing machine. And like I said in my last video, there is not a dryer here. That's just kind of the norm. So we just use the clothesline. And then here's our little living room, little TV, big enough for 4 people. Not huge, but does the job. And then here we have just a little entryway. This light is blown here, so we've been using this little lamp for now. This is just some extra furniture that was over there before. And this is my room. So welcome. Here we have my bed and my stuffed animal Tugs. Can't go anywhere without him. Had to bring him with me to Spain. And then, you know, I've got some decorations that I put up to make it feel just a little more homely. You know, this flag I brought from home. I've got, you know, a picture over there, and I've got all my note cards here with my inspirational things that I kind of like to look at every day, help motivate me. So I'm just used to seeing these every day. So I put those up to make it feel a little more me. And I've got another closet here, plenty of space for all my stuff. I don't have a ton of clothes because I could only bring so much, but, and like I said, everything came fully furnished. I did buy this rug here, however, though, for like €5 at just like a small Chinese shop, which here is kind of the equivalent of the dollar store. So make it a little more homely, kind of a nice warm color. Yeah, this is just my dirty laundry. You don't need to see that. And yep, I've got a desk here. Plenty of space to put all of my books and things. I bought a candle. I love candles to make it a little more homely too. I've got my calendar up, and yeah, just some more things up here. Make it a little more me. Little tiny decorations that didn't weigh very much at all, so I could just bring them with me, no problem. So I wrote up some goals to keep me motivated, keep me focused during this year, and remember the things that I want to accomplish. And the best part, last but not least, we have the balcony. So the balcony is the part that I was so excited about, and I'm on this thing every day, like all the time. Like, my neighbors are probably like, this girl needs to get off her balcony. I just want to do everything on my balcony all the time. And I don't have a chair or anything out there, so lots of times I'll literally take this computer chair and I'll just sit out there on the balcony and do my thing, because it's not every day that you have a balcony off of your room, you know? So this room actually did used to be the living room, but the other room that we have now as the living room was really small to have as a bedroom, and so people complained about it. So they kind of swapped these two, which gave me a balcony, so I got very lucky there. So here we go. Here are the doors, and there's also, you know, we've got this thing here, some shades that when you put them down, if you put them all the way down, you can completely black out the room, which is nice for the mornings when you know you're not going to want to wake up early. Here is the view. It's nothing super special or spectacular, but it's mine. It's my balcony, so I love it. Here we have, it's just, you know, a little view of the street. It's beautiful. Today's a nice day. It kind of feels like fall. For the first time during the day. Usually during the day it's been getting really hot. So it's nice. It feels like fall. There's a crisp little breeze. Could be a little colder though. I want to wear a sweatshirt. I want to wear sweaters. And actually over here I do have some flower beds as well. So if I wanted to plant something, that would be nice, but I sort of have a tendency to not do the best with planting things. I forget about them, don't water them, or I just don't feel motivated to care for them. And right now it's just getting colder anyway, so it wouldn't really make sense to plant something now. But yeah, we'll see, maybe in the spring I'll feel a little motivated once the winter goes away, things are feeling warm, like, oh, it would be so nice to have some nice flowers in my little flower bed out on my balcony. Yeah, we'll see about the spring. Maybe one of my roommates will feel motivated to grow some plants with me. That would definitely help, so we'll see about that. So, like I've said in my blogs, I have 3 roommates. One of them is Spanish. She's from Alicante, and she's also doing a master's, so it's nice to have someone else who's kind of on the same schedule as I am. So she'll have, instead of just one day of super intense classes, she'll have 2 days a week. I believe it's Thursdays and Fridays. She'll have 2 days a week where she has super intense classes, but she'll only have it for half the day instead of all day like I do on Fridays. But so we have a kind of similar schedule, and to have someone else who's also going through a master's program, I think that's nice to have someone who's going through the same thing. Other 2 roommates I have are German and English, but they're both here on their Erasmus study, so it's like a study abroad semester kind of thing, that same sort of deal. So they will be leaving in December, just right before Christmas, but Marie and I will be here until like the end of June. I have now had 2 weeks worth of classes, and the way it works is I only have class on Fridays, but when I have class from 9:30 in the morning to 8:30 at night. And there is a 2-hour break for lunch in there, and between some of the classes there's like a half-hour break to, you know, kind of recuperate, because each class is like 4 hours long, so it's pretty rough. But the classes are actually not given in Salamanca, which is the city which I'm living in. They are given in Valladolid, which is another city that's about an hour and 15 minutes from here. And it's because my program is a program done in conjunction with 3 other universities: Valladolid, Burgos, León, y Salamanca. So those are the 4 universities. And Valladolid is kind of the intermediary city. It's kind of in the middle of all the 4 cities, so that's our common meeting place, so it's where we have class. And since we only have to go there once a week, it's not that bad. But to be able to take public transportation, to get there beforehand, get from the train station or the bus station to your classroom, and then doing the same thing for going home, it's like, you know, I have to wake up at, say, 6 in the morning, and then I don't get home till 11:30 or midnight. So it's a pretty long day, but I only do it once a week, so it's okay. And then there's a virtual campus site that we have that we will do stuff on during the week, or, you know, to turn stuff in, or if we have any updates on new assignments or new material, we can find it there on our virtual campus. And so the first week we only had 1 class that was introduced. This week we had another class that was introduced, and then next week we'll have another class that gets introduced, so they'll all start to overlap each other quite a bit, and as the weeks go on, the work will get a lot harder. And the first day of classes was really rough for me. Just the transition from going from 4 months of not really speaking Spanish at all and just living at home with my family, and then all of a sudden everything in Spanish all the time. And during the breaks, you know, there's a lot of international students. So there's some from China, Japan, France, Argentina, where else? El Salvador, Colombia, Peru. So there's all these different places, but lots of them are majority native Spanish speakers. And for me, I am the only native English speaker in the class. So when we have breaks and everyone, you know, breaks off into their groups, and the French people are speaking French with each other and Chinese are speaking Chinese with each other, I'm just kind of like, you know, I'm still speaking Spanish, which is good for me in the long run and will really help my, you know, my level of fluency just be like top notch by the time I leave. But the first week it was really rough, but I am getting much more used to it now. I can feel that happening, and the second week was much easier to follow everything. I got way less fatigued. Language fatigue is a thing, and if you've never felt it, it's hard. You get to the end of the day and you feel like you literally can't speak, and you would just do anything to speak your native language for just a couple minutes. So I've had that feeling a couple times, but now it's sort of gone away. So I'm very grateful for that. But that's how my classes work, and it kind of seems like that's how master's classes work in general, so that you have more time for when you have to do your internships or external practice later on, or if you have a full-time job, you can kind of mix everything together because you only have class once or twice a week. So it's easy to work around those things. Sorry, took a bit of a break there to go get some lunch and take a bit of a siesta, little lie down for the afternoon. Right before I was talking about my program, I will be able to talk more about the differences between what university norms are like in the US compared to here in Spain after a few more weeks of classes, after I have my first test and assignments due and everything. Then I'll be able to give a more sort of comprehensive overview of the whole thing. But the thing that I think is really special about my program in particular is it's for international cooperation for development. So obviously we're all people that want to be using international cooperation as, you know, a method of making our world better, making the world a better place. And the thing that's so cool about this program is that we have people from all over the world. We have people from Latin America, from Asia, from North America. Well, I'm the only North American. From Europe, you know, people from all of these different continents and countries, all these different regions, and we've all grown up, you know, in different societies with different norms, different economic backgrounds, different everything. And we all have to find ways to cooperate with each other within the class, with projects, presentations, you know. So it's like the things that we're going to have to do afterwards, we're doing right now. You know, we're getting real life application, having to mix all of these international ideals within each other for the sake of a common goal, a greater good. So I think that's really exciting for me, and that's something that the rest of my classmates have noted to me as well, that they think that's just so special, and they think it's such an enriching experience to be able to have that in a master's program. So thank you very much for watching. I will be posting more videos to talk about some other things that come up, different topics that kind of stand out to me about doing my master's abroad, things that are problems, things that are benefits, things that maybe were just surprising to me. So stay tuned and check them all out. You can also follow my blog at www.mymastersabroad. Some stuff on there. I've talked about lots of stuff on that blog that I haven't talked about in videos so far. And you can also follow me on Instagram at mymastersabroad. Thank you for watching, and I'll hopefully see you in the next video.